Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Saturday. Happy October 23rd. I thank you so much for joining us today. I do apologize for running a little late. I'm going to give it a few minutes because I know that there is a delay, but I still want to say thank you to all of you all who would join us today on A Hope and Company Virtual Marketplace, where we shop small businesses and entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Angela Hope. I am the founder of A Hope and Company Virtual Marketplace, and I am happy, as always, to be here today. And I don't just say that, I really am always excited that I get the opportunity to bring to you entrepreneurs, business owners, products and services of some phenomenal men and women each and every Saturday. It is my pleasure to do so. Listen, guys, we have a phenomenal show today. We have three amazing guests. We've had some challenges behind the scenes because we're all entrepreneurs. We are all moving and shaking. Some of us are out of town in different areas and hotels doing documentaries, all kinds of stuff. And that's all part of being a business owner and, running your own business, wearing several hats. And so we're excited that we get to, in spite of all of the other things that we're doing, that we get to come to you every Saturday morning. My co-host also is traveling. She's a part of a dental hygienist conference here in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta. My producer is out of town, and I think probably my guests are probably out of town, but we're making it happen. So this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. And I hope you are. Listen, grab that coffee, that tea, that cocoa, and pull up a seat and relax on this Saturday morning and just unwind with us as we bring to you two phenomenal guests. I want to go ahead and get started. I'm trying to wait for a few more people to come in. I just want to say welcome again. If you're on the East Coast, on the West Coast, and anywhere in between, I pray. Letitia, how are you? Good morning, Queen. Good morning. I'm solo this morning, but I'm so glad you showed up. I'm so glad you're so faithful. You're always with us every Saturday morning, and thank you so very much. Listen, if you're on the East Coast, the West Coast, and anywhere in between, I pray that the sun is shining bright on you. Be sure to like, share, and tell us where you are watching us from. Hashtag replay if you're seeing this after the show is over. Do all those things. Make sure you get your notifications so that you can be with us the next time. I want to give a shout out to April Brock. I'm not sure if she's on or not, but she said she was going to set her alarm. I want to give a shout out to Elder Oxidon out of Tennessee because she's always on. I can't see any of you all at the moment, but I just want to say welcome. And I don't take it for granted that you come and you spend your Saturday mornings with me. It is my absolute pleasure to support. Thank you. You are a faithful viewer. Well, listen, we started a little late, so we're going to go ahead and get started because we don't want to keep our guests waiting any longer. I'm going to go ahead and share a little bit about our first guest we have here. Listen, if you're planning to do an event, if you need some tips and tools about an event that you want to do or desire to do, or even be a part of the business of event planning, I've got the lady for you. She is awesome. So take a listen here. She is a conference strategist, CEO authority, master coach, radio host, international speaker, author, and president, founder of I think I'm saying this, the Raw Group LLC. And if I'm not, she'll correct me, RAW. A consulting and management firm assisting extended small businesses owners through coaching, consulting, managing, and trainings. We got 2020, a lot of things, 2022, a lot of things are coming up. And you want to connect with this lady. If you are in any way trying to have any type of event, you want to connect with this lady that we're about to bring on to you. Known for her brilliance as a consummate I think I'm saying this right, personal, professional, and productivity strategist, and as the innovator for conferences architects. Her sharp insight enables her to unravel the fabric of your vision, startup, or season, adaptability, shifting snags into solutions. I read this, I think I said this right, and I read this earlier, and I was like, I love that. Taking your snags and turning them into solutions. Rhonda ignited daily by her purpose, not just to inspire, but also to transform others as she recognizes small business owners, small business owners fuel as well as the, not sure what that word is, of doing and running it all. The exhaustion of doing and running it all. That's something I spoke about earlier, right? Like we're all doing, wearing multiple hats. She has an authentic affinity for personal development and for stretching people past perceived limitations into greatness. Rhonda's innate ability and insight to see others' potential and vision as allowed for sound structure, logistical strategies, and solutions before the problem arises. It is her life's work, a calling that consistently beacons her higher, her beacons her higher. Rhonda rises to answer it every day. Rhonda is the co-author in several books, Fabulous New Life, Volume 1. And I just want to bring Rhonda on with us this morning. Rhonda White, are you there?
Hello, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Listen, you probably thought, is she going to read the entire bio? Listen, let me tell you, I had the pleasure of being on a radio talk show, and the person read my entire bio, and I didn't know she was going to do it. I thought she was going to take bits and pieces. And when I sat there and I listened to my own bio, I'm like, who is this woman? And that she is reading about. And so there's something powerful when we put ourselves on paper, but then when we hear it from someone else. So welcome to the show. And thank you so much for joining us today. You are a powerhouse. Talk to us and tell us all about events.
Well, first of all, Angela, let me just say thank you for having me this morning, and your co-host who's not available today because she's traveling as well. But thank you so much for having me this morning. I dearly am looking forward to this. And, my prayer this morning is that I give your audience what they need this morning.
Yeah, yeah. I know you will. I know you will. And I'm excited to hear about Willie Montgomery. Thank you so much for joining us, and good morning. He's saying, good morning, Mom.
Good morning, son. Listen, Willie, you want to talk about a
Good
powerhouse.
morning, Malkin. Looking
Willie is
good
my
this morning.
right hand person. I can say that I am honored that during the course of Conference Architect, during the course of the startup of this business, running this business, getting to where we are today, that I've always had my oldest right there with me, which is Willie. And the very fabric of our being is him. So if he's not there, I don't know what we're going to do. But yeah, but and you've met Willie, and you know that he is no joke.
We fell in love with each other. We absolutely fell in love with each other. So I've had an opportunity to work with you a year ago at a virtual event when the whole country was pivoting and shifting.
Mhm.
And I had never seen anything like what you all did. Um, in such a short period of time. So I want you to talk to the audience today, first of all, about whatever you want to talk about, but I want you to share with the audience what specifically do you do? People are having parties, weddings, events, family reunions, conferences. Tell us what you do as a conference strategist and an architect. I love it. we've come a long way from event planning. I'm so impressed. So.
Listen, no pun intended on event planner, but I don't consider myself as event planning. I consider myself as a project manager whose niche happens to be conferences, right? I want people to understand that when you are doing a business conference, so let me just backtrack for a little bit. So we don't do birthdays and we don't do weddings. We do business conferences, businesses workshop, business intensive. We do conference tours, anything that's dealing with business. And the reason being is because I wanted to make sure that we can niche what we was doing and we could have a specialty that could help and we could be focused on the one thing, right? So one of the things with doing business conferences that most people don't understand is that what you really need is a logistics person. You need someone who's going to carry out the logistics of your event. It's not because event, all of that falls into planning. You get what I'm saying? We know that from the moment you have the conception or the vision of this business conference or workshop that you want to hold, that from that some planning has to take place. A lot of people focus on the planning and forget the logistic piece to it. And so a lot of my customers, in talking to them, and the reason why our relationship have worked great together is because they was like, oh, you get what I need. Yes, because it's not an event planner that you need a logistics company. There is a difference. And so Willie and I, we do all of it. So from the moment that you have that vision, you contact us, we have a consult with you. We'll sit down, kind of, let you talk to us about your vision. What's your end goal? Because your end goal is what we're striving for. So I'll give you an example of what I mean by end goal. Mm-hmm. End goal is not just, oh, I want 200 people in the room. Okay, that's great. But what do you want those 200 people to walk away with? Okay, so if you come in and you tell me, well, I want them to walk away with buying my book. That's not an end goal. Okay, we are in the business to transform lives. We are in the business. We're not here to motivate anybody. We are in the business to transform lives. So when those 200 people walk away, their lives need to have begin the process, because it's not going to be totally transformed in one event. Their lives need to have begun the process of transforming, and then you need to have a next step for them ready. That's the end goal. And then on the other side, you as the conference host, you have an end goal. So what is your end goal? And you have to be able to share with me that vision. That's how we know, okay, that's number one. You get past that part of the conversation with me, we're going to move on.
Yeah.
If you can't explain that part of the conversation with me, I'm going to go ahead and already tell you we're not a good fit, right? Because it's all about that impact. It's all about the difference that you're making into this world, into our world. I believe, this is my belief, and I work with everybody, right? I am God's girl. I'm just going to say it, but I work with everybody. So I am God's girl, but I believe that as God's girl, that there is an impact that we need to make into this world. I believe that God has called us, and the reason why he's put these businesses in our hands, in these very hands, in your hands, Angela, in my hands, in your co-host hand, in our other guests' hands, is because he needs us to be a benefactor for the kingdom of God. And benefactor doesn't always be about money. It's about resources, it's about knowledge, it's about wisdom, it's about revelation. You know what I'm saying? It's about the random things, So it's about so many things. So I believe that's what we need to do. So us as conference architect, Willie and I, we come in and we start with your budget, because you have to understand the money piece. And you have to understand why it's important to have a budget, because in order to meet that end goal, we got to know what we're working with, right? On both ends, on the revenue side, on the expenses side. Then we got to talk about marketing. We got to talk about the who, the what, the when, the where, the how. We got to talk about that content. We got to talk about who those speakers are. Everything has to align to the vision. Listen, I know some phenomenal people. But you can't come in and tell me that this person's going to be a speaker when I know that this person's whole expertise is in this area, but it doesn't align with what your event is about.
Ah,
We don't just bring people in because we know them or, oh, wow, they're a crowd drawer. No, we bring them in because it has to align.
mm.
It has to align. So there's much work to be done
Ooh,
in the in the space of planning your next successful event, in this space of putting out your signature event. And we love what we do. We love what we do. And you have to be able to shift.
yeah, yeah.
Because one of the things, like when I met Angela, one of the things that happened was that particular client and also friend was having a physical live event, right? And COVID hit. COVID, actually, the mandate came down 4 days before her event. And I remember because I was in Atlanta, Georgia doing an event, and the people came through, the CDC people came through. I was part of that event, and everybody was trying to figure out how we're going to do this, what's going to happen. And the next thing you know, the country was closed down. Her event was started in 4 days, and we had to immediately do a shift. And so the first thing we did was we went and said, okay, keep your dates, make it a summit. And let's shift the actual conference to later in the year to see what happens. If it doesn't happen, we're not canceling that date. We're just going to do it differently. And that's what we did. You have to be able to see a shift. My job as a project manager is to be a problem solver. That's what a project manager, y'all, is.
Yeah.
And so we have to be able to see past whatever is happening right now to a solution. And so that's what being a conference strategist is all about.
Wow. Hi, Dolores. How are you? Listen, I was blown away at how you all shift and pivoted the virtual conference that I was a part of. Now, I'm the person that loves conferences. I love the idea of people coming together and having a good time. Am I a good fit for you? Even if I don't know what the end goal is, it's like, you know what? I want to have something pretty and fabulous. I want to have people come. I want to have music, Rhonda. Because I'm that person. I just want people to come together and have a good time. I want it to be pretty, and I just want to do an event, and I want everybody to be happy. Would I be your client?
Well, yes and no, Angela, but I think you have a little favor there with me. So, so I think, we can sit down and work something out for you. I do, because you do have some favor there. Let me tell you about Angela. In this virtual event that we shifted at, we did something we had never done before for the client, right? And let me tell you about Miss Angela Hope. She didn't miss a beat, y'all. She just fell in, and I'm like, and I'd never met her. I didn't know her until then. Angela fell in and showed up and showed out and delivered. And I love people like that. And so, because you understood the assignment.
Yeah.
Most people don't understand the assignment. And when you cannot attach yourself to someone's vision to understand what your portion of it is or understanding the assignment, it makes a big difference. And you understood the assignment. And that was just music to my heart.
A Hope and Company Virtual Marketplace is birthed. She's a team player. Thank you, Carlena.
Yes, she is.
And Carlena, who is on with us. And thank you, Carlena, for joining us. Thank you, Willie, so much. It was such a pleasure to work with you. Carlena Acker just finished a major event that she did a couple of months ago, a month ago, actually. And, being that she is a partner or a friend, I could hear in the background all of the things that were going on, because you need that person to vent to. And it was really, really good to see her pull off. I don't want to say pull off, but do an event. So when you say a strategist or an architect, I hear what you're saying. And I'm just amazed at your business, what you do. How did you fall into this? And I'm looking at the time we started late, but I just wanted to give you, Rhonda, an opportunity. First of all, we have on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, where you can contact Rhonda White. Please make note of this information. I will be putting it, or Rhonda will be putting it also in our chat this morning. If you have an event, if you are looking to for a strategist or an architect, not an event planner, you want to contact her. That's why she's here. I believe you do some type of training and classes as
Yes.
well. But let me get back. Tell me why events, why conferences? Is this something you've been doing for a long time, or is this your gift?
Listen, it's my gift, but I didn't recognize my gift.
Mm-hmm.
So, just in all transparency, I have been doing events. I've done weddings. I've done the birthdays. I've done the social parties. I've done the holiday cheers because people always saw that organization skill set I had, and they would come and say, "Hey, Rhonda, can you do? What you mean? Can I be your wedding coordinator? What you mean? Can I do this?" So, but I never thought of it as a business, right? I just thought of it. Oh, I like projects. I like putting projects together. I like seeing the end results. I like seeing all of this. And so then what happened was, even in my job, my bosses were in the different corporations I worked for. My bosses saw that, and something would come up, or event would come up, or a major whatever, and they would assign me to be over it, and I still didn't get it. I still didn't get it. And so in 2016, I worked for a lady that had a person who was doing her event. That person dished her 9 days, like ditched the whole project, moved to a different state 9 days before her event. She calls me up and said, "You're it." And I'm like, "I haven't been to like one single meeting of this thing. What do you mean?" But I've been doing these other things in the background. Like, listen, I worked for a company one time where I did art wine. I did an art wine and music festival. I had to do the parade every year, and it drew 20 to 30,000 people. Never thought this was my calling. It was just a job, right? And so I was pulling off these successful events. And so when I did her event, I'll never forget, two people came to me. One was one of her good friends, and she said, "Come here." And I said, "What?" She said, "I don't know what you do for her, but that's not your calling. Your calling is this." And I was like, "Lady, you don't know me. What you talking about?" And so she was like, I mean, literally, I said that to her. She was like, "Honey, I know what you do for her, but I also know that you only got this assignment 9 days ago. Nobody in here would have never known that. Like, this is what you're supposed to be doing."
Mm.
So I'm still just telling her, she'll know what she's talking about. She's trying to talk to me. I'll walk away. Someone that I respect came to me a little later that evening, same day, and said, "I've had 3 dreams about you.
Mm.
And the 3 dreams I've had about you deal with CC, and it's something to do with conferences, and you're going to start a conference business."
Oh my.
I'm like, "What is going on?" I was like, "Okay," but I'm listening to her because I know her and respect her, right? And I knew that she wasn't going to come to me if this wasn't something that God had laid in her heart. So I'm paying attention. And so I just said, "God, I don't know what this is about." It took me 2 years to say yes to God.
Yes. Isn't that something? Isn't that something?
Yes.
Isn't
two
that
years
something?
to
Yeah.
say
And
yes to God
I'm
and to
so
move forward.
attracted. I'm so attracted to events, and we're gonna move on here. I could talk to you, Rhonda, all day, and I'm just so glad. Again, welcome, welcome, welcome to those of you who just joined us on A Hope and Company Virtual Marketplace. We are speaking here with the lovely Rhonda White, who is a conference strategist and architect. We're talking about events. We're talking about how Rhonda became an entrepreneur, her own business. We're just talking about, we all have been a part of events. We've either attended an event
Mhm.
or we've hosted an event.
Oh, we volunteered at an event.
We volunteered at an event to be in the room and a part of the excitement, right? So welcome, welcome, and thank you all for coming in. Be sure to like, share, and also let the people know that we're on this morning. And I'm so thankful that you're here with us this morning. But Rhonda, I'm so attracted to you because it's definitely not my calling or anything. But I remember civil rights leader, Dr. Dorothy I. Height at the Women's National Council of Negro Women. I was working there as an assistant, and something happened, a situation happened, and they have the Black Family Reunion every year on the monument ground. And so it's like, Dr. Height wants to see you. She wants you to host, be the host for one of the pavilions, the National Council of Negro Women Pavilion. There's all the Coca-Cola Pavilion, all the pavilions, all the sponsors. And what she said was that for the last several years, the NCNW Pavilion was always where the old ladies came and sat out of the sun down at the monument ground, and from all the chapters and all the buses. And she says, I want the pavilion, and she didn't say it in these words, my beloved Dr. Dorothy Height, but I want the National Council of Negro Women's Pavilion to be popping too, if you will. And I want to assign that to you. And I did a 3-day program. I called everybody that I knew and did the whole thing and created a program that it became like one of the most phenomenal pavilions on the monument ground. And I did it 3 years in a row. So there's something in me. I would never do what you do, but it's something in me that is so much attracted when I see an event come together. And so I am just so thankful I have connected with you, and I can just watch you and your team and your son and your team just do a phenomenal job. Listen, audience, I want you to contact Rhonda White if you are looking to do an event. We're at the fourth quarter of this year. Many events are coming up in the year 2020, and we're excited about it. And I want you to connect with her. Do you do consultation at all? Is that something, a part of your services?
Yes, we do. We have 3 things. So we can do a consult with you. If you go to the website and go contact us, I'll receive that, and we can set up a consult with you if you're interested in doing the event. If me and my team for your event is not in your budget, no worries. We also have a program that you can enroll in as well, called the Conference Blueprint.
I love it.
Right? Where you get everything, guys. You get how to negotiate with the venues. You get what the marketing plan used to look like. We go through the budget. Oh my God, it's so low. You go through marketplace. We do the venues, the exhibitors, AV. We go through everything in this program for you. So we also have the Conference Blueprint, which is about to start up again real soon. We just finished a class a couple months ago that finished and completed. And when they're completed with the course, their event is planned.
Wow.
So when you finish with the program, the event is planned. And so I have one, her event is coming up in December in Jamaica.
Wow.
She didn't think she could have an international conference, and she could. And she was like, oh my gosh, and it's within my budget.
Wow.
And so, because that's a different way to work with us. It's not the one-on-one that we do with our conceptual clients, but you can have a consult and we can try to see if you need to be in the program or if you need to be hired for a conceptual client, right? So we have options. But just reach out go to the website, hit the consult. The consult will come to us, and then I will send you an email just giving you time on my calendar so we can see, how we can work together.
Wow. Well, Rhonda, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And I'm looking forward to working with you in the next couple of weeks for your guidance as the MC of a virtual conference coming up. I'm looking for your guidance. I've been doing my homework. I'm looking at MC training and getting tips and tools. So when I come to you, I won't be totally a case that you're going to be like, oh, Lord.
Listen, I'm not even worried about you. When she said, well, Angela's like worried about the MC, I was like, Angela Hope? I said, really? And she started laughing. I said, I'll reach out to her. I said, She's the last person I'm worried about for MC. You got, because I already know who you are. And I already know what your show up game is like. So I'm not worried about you, but I will see you in 2 weeks though, for that particular event. And Angela, again, thank you so much for having us this morning. Thank you for spotlighting Conference Architect. Thanks to everybody who joined this morning. We truly appreciate you. And let us know how we can help.
Thank you. And listen, I have a refrigerator with a natural gift. Yes, it is, Carlena. Thank you. I have Cokes and sandwiches in the refrigerator in our make believe green room. So go ahead and help yourself.
Thank you.
We've got some M&Ms on the table to enjoy.
One of my favorites, almonds.
Yes, Rhonda White, thank you so much. Blessings to you. And again, thank you for joining us here on A Hope and Virtual Marketplace, where we shop small businesses and entrepreneurs. Take care. Wow, guys. Oh my gosh. We've come a long way from event planners, right? She's absolutely phenomenal. Listen, if you would like to speak with her, connect with her, and get what you need as she is a conference rather, architect and strategist. I've seen her do some phenomenal things. Yeah, good stuff, Carlena. Well, listen, we're gonna move on. I believe we have a sister in the building that is going. We're gonna do a little bit of shopping, ladies. We got another beautiful guest that's going to talk to us. This is the month of breast cancer awareness and domestic violence awareness, and we have a great guest that's going to talk to us today about that. We want to always remember and honor our brothers and sisters who are challenged with these type of things, and it could be us one day. And I am a domestic violence survivor and thriver, and I celebrate this time of year and bring awareness. And so we have a great guest. But before we do, we got the shoe lady in the house. Are you there, Lachey? Are you there in the house? We have a beautiful sister here. Hey, honey, how are you?
Hi, I'm wonderful. How are you this morning?
Good. Healing Souls Shoe Boutique. Oh yes. My God. I saw your show last night. You was
yes.
Did you sell all those shoes last night?
I sold so many shoes last night. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Well, listen, thank you for joining us on A Hope and A Hope and Company Virtual Marketplace, where we do shop small businesses and entrepreneurs. I'm so glad that you can join us.
Thank
you. The name of your business is Healing Souls Shoe Boutique. I absolutely love it. Healing, I love, because it can parlay to healing or heals.
Absolutely.
And I love how. So listen, jump right in there. Thank you so much for waiting. Again, if you're just coming in, join us. Am I saying your name correctly?
It's Latasha.
Latasha. I wasn't for sure if it was Latasha Coleman.
It's spelled different.
Yeah, and I wasn't for sure. But anyway, we have Latasha Coleman with us. Come on in. Welcome. We're going to do a little bit of shopping. She's going to talk to us about what she does and who she is. And do you got some shoes over there, girl? You can show us.
I have some shoes to show.
Well, come on, let's get shopping. Go for it.
Good morning. Once again, I am Latasha Coleman of Healing Soul Shoe Boutique. We provide great shoes at great prices for a great cause. We donate 10% of our proceeds to DomesticShelters.org to help fund domestic violence shelters nationwide. It is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. We're also giving away one free pair of shoes to a very courageous survivor this month. And I will announce the winner on October 31st at noon on Facebook and Instagram. So we do have some beautiful shoes. We have a huge inventory reduction sale, as well as a Domestic Violence Awareness Month special. So we have some amazing prices as well this month. So take advantage, get your cute shoes. And all of our shoes are named for affirmation. So they all are here to give strength and confidence to women through style, through fashion, to uplift women. So we have this beautiful boot, one of my favorites. Isn't that gorgeous? This is called the Warrior. This is on sale this month for $20. beautiful colors. Everyone needs a nice pair of multicolor boots like this. This is beautiful with a pair of denim jeans. I usually wear this with a blue blazer, very cute. And we have a lot of shoes, guys. I sold a lot last night. I did. They're going very fast. These are called, let's see, I think Soldier. Look at that beautiful glitter heel. These are black suede. They have the velvet tie up the back, so you can adjust it. They're very soft and comfortable. These will be very cute with some faux leather leggings. There's adorable. These are $15 this month, guys. If you go to Healing Soul Shoe Boutique, you can check out my website or follow us on Facebook or Instagram at Healing Soul Shoe Boutique. I'm just going to show you guys a few pairs that I have today. These are called Soldier. These are called Warrior. Look at that.
Ooh,
Cute,
yes.
cute. Not the heels not too high, nice and sturdy. A cute little
Yes.
base up the front. These are cute with like camouflage, which is great for the fall, great for the winter. You know, that's always in style. Camouflage is always in style. So it's like an army fatigue style. And these are also $15 this month.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh,
I know, right?
what else you got for us, girl?
Okay, so these are like, if you need like a nice chunky heel, nice sturdy heel, these are cute with the nice little peep toe, nice and breathable, you know, keep your feet nice and fresh. These are also $15 this month. Let's see, these are called Deserving. And again, these are all words of affirmation because I want women to feel confident and beautiful when they're wearing their clothes. I love to style women and lift them up and make them feel beautiful. You know, sometimes you dress the way that you feel. You know, it's a reflection of how you feel. A lot of times the domestic violence survivors are, you know, broken down or beaten down, and, you know, their confidence is, if the confidence is taken away, their strength is taken away. So this is just my way of God using my passion to fulfill my purpose. Again, I'm a survivor, and I'm now driving as well, you know, by the grace of God. So this is my way of giving back to women and encouraging women. If I can do it, if he can do it for me, he can do it for you.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Latasha, I could shop with you all day, girl. So
Yes.
phenomenal. So phenomenal finds. Oh my God.
Thank
I love
you.
that first pair of boots. So tell
Blue.
us, yeah.
Yep.
And the price point, ladies, come on.
Yes.
Please like and share. Let your sisters know that, listen, you're going to be with me on my my Black Friday show. I don't know what you're doing on Black Friday, but we're going to do this. Oh
I'll
my
be
God.
there.
And I love the purple fedora trimmed in the tan.
One of my new
Baby,
favorite accessories.
You came ready. Listen,
Right.
you guys go to her website. Go, honey. I know.
All you need.
Do you carry flats and wedges? Yes,
Yes.
she does. Letitia, let me because I had your information here because I'm working differently because I'm out of town.
Okay.
But you're fine. Let's see.
Yes.
Letitia, she has shoes, heels, flats, stilettos, chunky wedges, fashion, women, and booties. Did I get the
Everything.
information? Doing homework last night, Rhonda White. Yes, the price point is great. And the price point is great. And thank you, Rhonda. Yes, and all 4 calls of domestic violence awareness. Most of us women, not all of us, have experienced some type of domestic violence, unfortunately, in our younger days, you know, connecting with that wrong bad boy, and even men too. I mean, you know, and it comes
one in 7 men.
That's right. Or the physical. And some of our brothers and sisters have lost their lives because of domestic violence.
My brother was killed by his girlfriend at the age of 27. So it definitely goes both ways.
Yes, it goes both ways. It goes both ways. So we are here to bring awareness. I'm a crier, so I'll go in tears.
We're thriving now, so we're going to help the
We're
women.
thriving, yes. And I'm sorry for the loss of your brother. And that's why I make a point to say men and women, because we always, when we think of domestic violence, we think of women alone. And I have 2 sons, and I'll leave it there. But I know about how it can go both ways. So we are bringing honor and awareness to those who we have lost to domestic violence, and we are celebrating those who are now thriving.
Yes,
Like
absolutely.
Latasha and myself and many others who are watching today. So thank you so much, honey. Your shoes are phenomenal. Listen, go to Latasha's website, Healing Souls Shoe Boutique.com, and get to shopping and support this sister. This is why we have A Hope and Company Virtual Marketplace. We love being on this platform, but we want to acknowledge our small businesses and entrepreneurs. And you ladies are out here doing the darn thing. I tell you. Amazing. Well, listen, thank you so much. I will connect with you for Black Friday that's coming up in my 1-year anniversary celebration. I just love how you presented yourself, and blessings to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And you guys get to shopping. Now stay on the show, but get to shopping. She's sitting there and she's ready. All right. Take care. Go get you a Coke and a sandwich and some chips in our make-believe. Oh. I don't have any. I'm like out of sort today. I don't have my tea ready. God bless you. Such a pleasure to work with you. Thank you. Oh my gosh, ladies. Oh my God. Did you see that? Oh my gosh. We got to keep going. Nadia, it doesn't look like we're going to make it in. The show is going to be over at 10 o'clock, but that's okay. Bear with us. We started late, and I wanted to give these ladies time to share their businesses, but we're going to keep moving. So I'm not going to worry about ending right at 10 o'clock, because it's not going to happen, because we have another phenomenal guest that is joined us today. We have our lovely Miss Kathy Harris, and I do have a little bit of her bio. If you don't mind, I want to be able to share with you Kathy's bio a little bit as well. So bear with me. Kathy Harris brings with her over 20 years of leadership development experience. She is a self-published author, visionary, Christian counselor, motivational speaker, philanthropist, and life and business coach. Her cutting-edge life skill strategies and comprising integrity are the hallmarks of her services to help women find their voice and use life's stumbling blocks to rebuild their lives. Kathy serves as a domestic violence and sexual assault advocate who provides messages of hope, encouragement, empowerment, and inspiration. She is the founder of My Help, My Hope Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit organization that assists women and children in crisis situations. Kathy is the recipient of numerous awards, including the Wavy TV Channel 10 Who Care Award, the Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Finer Women Award, Hampton Roads Gazette Award. I'm not saying all of this correctly, I don't think, so I don't want to mess up. She's got multiple accolades here. Let me make sure I get to this part. Something about, apparently she's been a part of Dr. Oz, Wavy 10 News, 13 News, and now WTKR Channel 3. Kathy has always been featured in publications such as the Virginian Pilot, the New Journal and Guide, and Hampton Roads Gazette, and Tidewater Women. In 2017, the Obama administration, Michelle Obama and Oprah Winfrey selected the My Help, My Hope Foundation as a change maker. Wow. Kathy has earned a in psychology, and a BS in Christian counseling, a BS in life coaching, a BS in addiction and recovery from Liberty University, and is currently earning her master's degree in mental health counseling. Kathy Harris, where are you? Come on in, my sister. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How are you?
I am doing well. How are you? And thank you
I
for reading that big bio. You didn't have to. I thought you was going to shorten it.
You
But
know
I am
what? Yep. Let me tell you, it is so important. And I don't think I finished it all. I may have. And I kind of skipped a paragraph or two because people need to know. And our bios are created to share. It's like me saying I was born in 1990, not me really, in 1990. And then it's like, but in 2004, I went to and I skipped all of the things that took place between 1990 and 2021. So it's imperative that I share as much as I possibly can. Thank you so much for all your services, for all you do. Congratulations on all your accolades. Get on in here and tell us a little bit about what's going on, what you're doing, and more of who you are, Kathy. And thank you for joining us here on A Hope and Company Virtual Marketplace.
Well, thank you for having me. But first, let me just give, first of all, God all the honor and glory and praise, because it is only Him, because of Him, that we have all those accolades, and He gets the glory, for that. I actually, even though I have all those accolades and titles, I simply just call myself a servant. Just simply here to serve. As a survivor of domestic violence and sexual assault is how all of this started, Him turning my pain into purpose, and to be able to help other women or men who have walked in my shoes or something similar. So as you stated earlier, I have a nonprofit, and my nonprofit is what kind of got me into the entrepreneur side. I'm not a full-time entrepreneur. I actually started my business for two reasons: to help women, push past their trauma, pain, because sometimes when we try to get past domestic violence, so in our process of healing, we become stagnant. We don't know our purpose. We get stuck, and we don't know how to move forward. So that's why I come in and I help women fire their fear, share their story, and walk in their authentic purposes. And then I found that having a domestic violence nonprofit is kind of hard. I used to be like, Lord, why did you give me this calling for this organization? Because people don't run to help domestic violence organizations. It's a hard topic. It's swept under the rug. We don't want to talk about it. We want to address it. There are other causes that get so much more attention,
Yeah.
Wow. And this one just does not get enough attention. So I thank you for allowing me to do this, and anyone to come on your show and even talk about the subject of domestic violence, because we don't talk about it enough. But my organization was how I started my business, because I found that donations just weren't coming in enough to help the women that I serve. So God gave me a vision to, it first started off with a t-shirt line. And I found that because I went through it myself, going through abuse, learning my worth again, earning having self-esteem again, because all of that was stripped from me in my domestic violence marriage. I lost my self-esteem. I lost my worth. I was simply pitiful, to be honest. And so God helped me build all that back up. He showed me my worth, my self-esteem, and my values. So He gave me a vision, because those were three things that I found that women need after they've been through some type of trauma like that. And so I created a t-shirt line. And the t-shirt started out with, I own my worth, I own my self-esteem, and I own my values, to help build up the women in the community. And that's how it started. And for years, I just sold my t-shirts and to raise money, basically, how it all started. So I call myself a part-time entrepreneur. I'm a part-time. My calling is not to be a full-time entrepreneur, because I actually love the other side of what I do, which is counseling. You know, I'm in school for mental health counseling, but right now I do the intensive in-home counseling. I do mental health skill building. So I love that part of what I do. So I say I'm a part-time entrepreneur. I coach women. I help. I do anthologies. I help women share their stories. You know, and just, you know, share their pain and share what their survivor stories of what they have went through, and in hopes to help someone else, you know, to heal and get past, you know, their pain. And so I love what I do. And within the past, I say 2 years, I've kind of built up my products a little more, where now I have pillows, I have tote bags. I have 8 books that I'm in. 3 I have spearheaded myself, and then the other ones I'm co-authors in. I just had a recent book that became a #1 Amazon bestseller, and we actually hung up there with Tabitha Brown's new book. We actually passed her. But Tabitha don't go on about her business. She a New York New York Times bestseller now. Okay, congratulations, Tabitha, on that. But yeah, it was amazing to be up there with her in our for our book to reach that status, because the particular categories that it was in is hard to get up there. So God is good. And so let me just show this.
I was going to say,
This is a book. It's called Surviving Her, Count It All Joy. This is actually volume 2. This is actually volume 2 that became the Amazon #1 bestseller. And it's an anthology of 9 authors and 9 survivor stories. And we have one man. He's we have one bonus surviving him story. He's a man that, because men have stories too.
Yes,
they have stories too. Yes, they go through trauma too.
Yes.
So this is one of my books, the most recent book. And I'm just showing my products now that we use.
Oh, yes.
That we use to raise money. And most of the money from my products go to help women and children in crisis situations here in Hampton Roads. We provide school uniforms for the families that are in domestic violence and homeless shelters. We provide resources if they need resources. If we have the funding, if they need a hotel, you know, to go stay in a hotel, if they're leaving their situation. We provide those type of services if funding allows. So that's why it's so important for us to raise funding for these, because I hate to get calls to help people and we can't help them because we don't have the money. But I try my best to get them hooked up with someone else or try to find them some type of resource to help them. But we have mugs as well.
Adorable.
And this mug in particular says, "I own my worth." And it has a Bible verse. And we have these in purple and pink, because what I found was domestic violence and breast cancer brings attention in the same month. It's nationally recognized in the month of October. But I found that breast cancer gets more awareness.
That's right.
Than domestic violence. So I did them both together. And what we do is, for any pink products that we sell, we give a portion of this to a breast cancer foundation here in Hampton Roads that we help. So we are a nonprofit helping another nonprofit too, and still helping, you know, the women and children that are in crisis that we serve. So this is a mug here. Beautiful. And then right here, we have pillows. Wow. This is one of the pillows. I own my worth. And you can get one that says I own my self-esteem or I own my values. We have this size and we have jumbo sizes as well on the website. And I'll give you that website information in a minute. Okay. Then we have mugs like that too. We also have t-shirts.
Oh, I love that. I love
as
that.
well. And you can get different color t-shirts. This is the white one. And I'll show one too that has the pink on it. This is one that has I own my values.
I love that.
And like I said, these are white, but you can go on the website and get other colors. Now, this t-shirt right here that I'm about to show is very special to me because we all have a story. We are not, our stories are not for ourselves. They're for other people. They're for other people to help other people. And so this is one of my favorite t-shirts. This one is not on the website. So if you want this one, you would have to contact me for it. But this one, can you see that?
Her story, God's glory. Yes, 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 yes.
So that's her story, God's glory. Okay.
Beautiful.
And this is one of my jumbo pillows. So I know you guys maybe, you can see that. Okay. So I know you guys maybe have heard of the saying, she believed she could, so she did. But you know what? When I heard that and when I saw that saying, I said, you know what? I'm gonna put a twist on that. I'm gonna come up with something on my own. So I came up with this. She believed she couldn't, and God did. Okay.
Woo! Come on here, honey.
because I believe that we cannot do anything without Him.
Without God. Yes.
So we can say we believe. I can say I believe. I believe I couldn't, and I did. But who did it for me? So I kind of put a twist on that. Okay. And this is another book that you'll find on my website. This is my very first book. And it's called Love's Got Everything to Do with It, When Love Hurts. This is my very first book that I wrote. And this shares my story about my me going through my domestic violence marriage and how I came through it, how God brought me through it, and how I almost got killed. So this tells my very first story, my very first book about my me surviving and thriving as a survivor of domestic violence. And I have all of my books are on my website. And my website is thekathyharris.com, which she has posted, and /shop, where you can go and find all of my products. And again, these products help the women and children that we serve here, where I live. And they make a statement as well, because I think it's very important for women to know their worth. Because I think, to know our values, to have a healthy self-esteem. And I feel like when we know our worth, that we won't stand for nothing.
Right.
We won't stand for nothing at all, So this is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And I am going to be giving away one of my, a couple of my books. We're going to look back in the comments, look at the comments, and I'm going to pick a few people and send them a copy of my new book.
Wow.
So be surprised if thank you. Someone said they love my shades. Thank you. They're purple as well.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that. I was going to tell you, it's like, honey, I love the eyewear game. It is on and popping.
Yes, I love purple. So thank you. So, but yeah, I just love what I do. It's like God has strategically pushed me into, I never thought that I would be doing what I do today, and they say you never work a day in your life if you do what you love. And I can seriously say that from the age of 41, I've actually, was blessed enough to be able to do what I love to do. And I'm 52 now. I know I don't look it, but I am. But yeah, so it's just amazing. And how he's pushing me into helping women on a deeper level. And I think that's the reason for my degree and my master's, is because so I can help women on a deeper level who have experienced trauma, especially domestic violence and sexual assault.
Oh my goodness. I am just full with this show today. And as you were talking, so many things were coming to me. And one of the things that came to me was a very selfish thought. And that is, if you are watching A Hope and Company Virtual Marketplace, shame on you if you do not participate and partner with any of my guests that I have on today. And that is the selfish thought, because I am so thankful, Kathy, that the Lord puts these broadcasts and shows together and allow this platform to bring on phenomenal businessmen and women. And I am thankful. So that was my selfish thought, that I am asking my audience to please partner with these ladies that have been featured and showcased today. I'm just blown away at what God is doing. When I sit back and this platform is to bring on, as I said, men and women, entrepreneurs. My tagline is where we shop small business and entrepreneurs, their products and their services. And then I sit back and I hear you all just, your passion and how, the word of God says God makes room for our gifts, and how you all just bring just these amazing gifts, that you're out there working in the marketplace, that you're doing phenomenal things. And I just salute and honor and welcome and just, I'm just like at your feet. Like, I love your pillows. I'm the person that loves love. I love everything about everything. I'm excited about being excited. That's why I sit over here, because I'm just all over the place. Your product, your services, your passion, your heart, what you're doing is amazing. Please, audience, please go to her website after the broadcast. Please support. Please purchase. Please, and I'm like baby, please, almost. This, yes, beautiful, Dolores, beautiful. I don't come on here, awesome show, wonderful guests. Yes, Dolores. I don't come on here. My passion is what I'm doing, and that is to showcase other people. It really is. It's my passion to do that. And so I'm asking my audience to please connect with Kathy Harris, or www.thekathyharris.com. And you said /shop for the product.
And I just wanted to add that, just keep in mind when you do purchase one of my products that you are helping a family in crisis.
Yes, that's
and I can honestly say, I'm not talking about anyone else. It's really, when I say this, because God is my provider. It's not about the money to me. I barely make any money for these products. I just want people, especially women, to be reminded that not only when they buy the products, they're empowering themselves, and they're helping empower someone else, women and children. I mean, how amazing is it every day, if you was to buy one of these pillows or mugs or t-shirts, or even the tote bag that you can see right behind me. You can't see it, but I have a tote bag right there. But to just be reminded of your worth. I mean, you can look at this every day and be reminded of your worth. And that's what's so amazing, because we fall short on that. We fall short on healthcare, for our self-care and things like that. But just to be reminded daily about your worth, your values, and your self-esteem as women is so important.
I am here for the pillows and the mugs. Love the cause. Yes, there was just another comment. Thank you, Latasha Coleman. Thank you so much. This is such a moving show today because we are bringing awareness to breast cancer and domestic violence. And this was the show that I was trying to get to. And also our lovely Rhonda White, who is the architect of conferences and a strategist. Let me say that, conference strategist and architect. And there was a comment of Dramilia Fife that was just up. She would like to connect with you. I want to, yes, Dramilia Fife.
Okay.
She is somewhere. Kathy, let me just tell you, I've had the pleasure of partnering with Dramilia Fife, who I've been privileged to be a part of a mental health or a behavioral health counseling office where I've been able to support. And I know what you guys do out there. And I know the battle with the medical on the medical health insurance side, the mental health and the insurance side, and getting what you need. Like you said, the funding always lacks in the very area that we need most. And so as you are looking in the comments, I would really hope that you would partner with her, a woman of integrity. And I think you guys could partner and do something very, very well. And I'm happy to get in between that as a liaison to help you guys to connect. Thank you, Dramilia Fife. I know her personally. This has been a phenomenal show. And like you said, know that every purchase today to my A-Hope and Company, my faithful A-Hope and Company audience, know today that your purchase will go to a very, very prominent cause. It's what we need. I don't know the statistics, but somewhere right now, some child, some woman, some man is dealing with domestic violence right now as we speak. Some soul is lost. Some person's life is lost right now while we're sitting here talking about this. And it would just be advantageous to our constituents and people who are in need for you to make a purchase today to support and help. Kathy, I am so glad that we have finally connected. I know a couple of weeks ago, I was serious. I mean, I was like, okay, this woman is serious. She was supposed to be on the show. I can tell you exactly when, October 9th. And I was told by our producer, Nadia, shopping for the cause. That's right, Latasha. Thank you so much. That's great. I love that. Thank you, Angela. This has been a great show. Love you. Thank you all for joining. We're going to get ready to wrap up, and thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. And get on there and get to shopping. But you were supposed to be with us on God. See, God knows. God knows. You were supposed to be with us October the 9th. I was out of town then, and I was told by the producer, Nadia, that you had a client that you were dealing with and you were unable to participate. And that's when I knew you were serious, because people say I'm a counselor and they show, I was like, okay. And I'm so glad we reconnected. Are there any last words or parting words before we close out of the show today?
No, I just want to thank everyone for tuning in. And if someone is listening, if they're in a domestic violence relationship, seek help. Get out. Don't just get out, but get out safely. When someone leaves a domestic violence relationship, that's when it's the most dangerous.
Yes.
It takes the average woman 7 times to leave their abuser. Every 9 seconds, a woman is abused. It's 1 in 3 women, actually. The numbers have changed. And I'm a serious advocate for domestic violence. So it's 1 in 3 women, actually, and 1 in 5 men that are abused. The numbers have changed a little bit. I know if you look it up, it'll say 1 in 4 and 1 in 7 for men, but they've changed, they've shifted a little bit, and that might not even be the numbers, because sometimes it's not reported.
Right.
Right. So just get out and know that there is help out there. There is help available. Just reach out. You can go to the domestic violence hotline, or you can just reach out to me at myhelpmyhope@gmail.com. Be happy to talk to you. Happy to share with you. Happy to try to find some resources for you. But just know that you don't have to stay in that environment. And one more thing, abuse is not only physical.
Right.
And that's where that's where we fall short at. We think abuse is only physical. Oh, he's not putting his hands on me, so he's not abusing me. That's not true. Abuse comes in many, many forms. Verbal,
Controlling,
manipulation, control. It comes all different type of forms.
separating you from everyone else,
Yes.
your family. That's a tell sign right there when they're uncomfortable with you around other people. We could go on and on.
We can go on financial.
Yes.
We can go on and on. But yeah, it's not just physical, ladies. So evaluate your relationships and remember this. One last thing. Love does not hurt. Love does not hurt.
That's good. That's good. Well, Kathy, thank you so much for joining us and for all that you have shared with us. God bless you. I will definitely be doing some shopping and supporting this cause to support our men and women who are out there. Thank you both for Latasha and yourself for sharing the statistics that I said I didn't know, but I'm so glad you spoke it. You stated it, and Latasha put it out there. So thank you so much, and I look forward to working with you in the near future.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thanks so much. All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up. This was a long show today. Thank you for those of you who stuck in there with me the entire time. I know it was a lengthy show. Thank you. Extremely good information. That's my husband. Thank you so much, husband. I love you and I appreciate you so much. You are the brains of the operation and you are the silent partner. And I love you and I thank you for hanging in there. Now go get you some breakfast. Well, listen, thank you all for joining us today on A Hope and Company Virtual Marketplace, where we do shop small businesses and entrepreneurs, and we feature and showcase services and products. Thank you all for joining us and being with us today. Love you. God bless you. We'll see you next week with yet another phenomenal show. Please hashtag replay. Tell us where you're from. Be sure to share this platform with someone today. It was well needed today. God bless you, Nadia. Thank you so much. Sorry that my co-host Paula Divers could not be here with us, but we will be back next week. Take care. Bye-bye.